guys, we are back here at Moonlit YGO. I am Vern, as you guys are well aware, with the one video I put out about 6 months ago. Yeah, hopefully I get videos coming back regularly on this channel now that I started up with the older one. Anyway, this is a tournament report for a case tournament I went to last weekend, as probably going up on Saturday, with 67 people there. So it was 6 rounds and we got to top 16. We were able to top 16, as you guys can tell from the title. As well, there were several other people I went with who got top as well. One of the people that I went with got second, and the other one got top 8. Unfortunately, we got paired against the guy who got second in top 16, and we ended up losing that one. Just go over my rounds, and I'll kind of give you my insight and what I actually remember at this point from each individual round. So, in the car we went with, we had 4 people in the one car, and unfortunately round 1 I got paired against one of the guys in our car. He was playing PK, and we won the die roll, went first. We were able to just kind of blow him out game 1. Had enough negates to get everything rolling. Game 2, he opened what he needed to, and went back and forth in kind of this grind game situation, just getting that, being able to out-grind this deck. As once you kind of start running out of Drytrons, you start running out of rituals, this deck can't grind well. And then we went into game 3, I opened up full combo, and he didn't have the outs. Second round, I went in playing against, I believe, I played against Dogmatica and Votes, and this guy had the only Cycle Reader I got hit with all day. So got full combo, he didn't even reveal what deck he was playing, he just scooped it up on game 2. In game 2, he still in the mecha, but didn't do really that much. Game 2, I was able to start comboing off, and then he rolls me. I'm like, okay, I can still at least get into Assembled Nightingale play. Not Assembled Nightingale play. Yeah, the Assembled Nightingale play, because he had already negated the Ben 10 in hand. I had an Alpha on field, a Zeta in hand, and another Ritual in hand. I can't remember what the other one was. So I was still able to play. Unfortunately, as I went to do some things later on in the combo, because that got interrupted, I can't remember exactly how that got interrupted. He ended up Cycle Raidering me in the same game. We went game 3, he Droll Cycle Raidered me again as I was comboing off. So we kind of just scooped that one up and went about our day. Round 3, I played against Wondery's Dogmatica. And that deck is scary as hell, but when you have a Herald set up with a Lancia in your hands, there's not really much they can do game 2 and 3. But game 1, we just went full combo, they weren't able to do anything. Game 2, they got it because M-Pen is kind of scary, but once they start looping things and snowballing, they just get better and better as the game goes on. Game 3, we're able to set up the Herald with the Lancing in hand, so they weren't able to do much. Round 4, I played against, I believe it was... Round 4, I played against Salad, and they just had all the answers. They had the rolls, they had the Nibiru's. Unfortunately, the one time I got Nibiru all day was the one time I didn't open pre-prep 10-10 to be able to play around it. They had Droll, they had everything but the Cycle Reader, so we ended up just scooping that one up. Round 6, we ended up playing against... No, this is round 5. I think I'm missing a game somewhere. Okay, no, Salad was round 5. Round 4, I played against Striker, and they don't have a way to out Herald. So Herald just kind of negated everything, and they just scooped it up both games. Round 6, which was the final round before Top Cut, I played against some sort of trap deck. Summoned Jalgan the Spiritualist, and I was just like, heck, W, Herald, negate, and we just went on from there. Then we got top 16 top cut, which was our round 7 that we were going into. And I went against the guy who got second place in this tournament. Round 1 I opened up full combo, he didn't have any interruptions. Game 2 we were in a grind game, he just got so much advantage after I was not able to open the Drytrons I needed. I kind of opened up double alpha and didn't see a single Drytron the rest of that game. Game 3 I was able to start comboing, but he had control. So that kind of just ended that right there. The Lancia didn't do much in that last Flunderi's game of the top cut, so there's not much you can really do about that. But yeah, this is the exact list I've played. I'm going to go into the card by card now and give you guys a little bit of insight into what exactly I was playing and why. Alright, so for the card by card, I was playing the triple alpha Kubin. Alpha's just really, really good being able to tribute a ritual and search a ritual. It's how you get the Ben 10 a lot of times. He's a starter. And when you open him with the next card being Drytron Zeta, Zeta does the same thing as Alpha, but it searches a ritual spell. Being able to grab one of our 2 ritual spells is really, really nice. It's really don't have to waste a Herald to search it later, or a Diviner to search it later is really, really good. And then for the little bit odder ratios that I had, I played 1 Gamma because you don't really want to open Gamma. You want to have him for later in the game. You really want to just send him off of your Fafnir so you don't open him. Delta is also one that I only play 1 of. You don't want to open him either, as he's the least one. The one that can do the least. If you brick, sometimes you just open 3 prep Ben 10, you send him off Beatrice so you can get an extra draw, hoping he draws another Drytron, just so you continue your plays from there. But he's also just here for another name, and he does come up on occasion. One occasion I remember is I would set up my whole board, ritual summon Ben 10 one last time, summon the Delta just so I can search the Lancia. Then for the rituals, we do play the 1 Draconids. I've never summoned this the entire case tournament. It's never come up. Sometimes I want to cut it, but sometimes just having that white machine that has 4k attack so you can just ritual summon in your hand is really, really good. And also just having another ritual is really, really good in the deck. It serves 2 purposes that way. But I do play the 1 Natasha. I never summoned it, but it was really, really good to just have another light carry in hand that you can discard off of the orange light, or discard off of your Herald of Perfection, and or just have another ritual monster in your hand to use for your Drytron effects. And then for the 1 Ben 10, Ben 10 is super, super good. We play so many ways to get to this card. We play 3 Alpha to get to this card, we play 3 Preparation of Rites, and then we play 2 extra Bullet Burial to get to this card. So that's 9 copies of Ben 10 essentially. Yeah, 9 copies of Ben 10, just so we can see this card and resolve its effects as many times as possible, to get as many fairies in hand for Herald to negate with. And then we play the 1 Cyber Angel of Idaten. The level 6 does come up a lot, and being able to ritual summon just to add new damage back to hand is really, really good as well, allows us to extend card. And then for the main ritual, I am on the pre-prep build, so I do play the Perfection over the Ultimateness. As well as this is level 6, so opening pre-prep and then Ben 10, you can make the Beatrice, send this, and then just summon it back. Really, really versatile that way, and you can summon it back, make your rank 6 plays, whatever you need to do. But it's not once per turn, not once per chain. Negation effect is just what wins games. There's not really much players can do against that. And then we only play the 2 Diviner. The reason we're on 2 Diviner is because 1, I was trying to make space and keep this at 40 cards. 2, I don't own a 2nd Diviner, or a 3rd Diviner. 3, you can search this off of Ben 10. So this is just a really, really good normal summon. It's really the only normal summon we've played, although you can normal summon Ava as well, which I had done several times just to make it right. But it's really, really good being able to send our Arc Light and then give us a search for whatever we need. And then we play the 2 Orange Light, just another, really the only hand trap we play main deck as well. It's just another fairy, so we can discard it off of Perfection for a negate, as well as being a negate in and of itself. And then the one Ava, you start just off the Ben 10, you never send it off Beatrice. You always get it into your hand with Ben 10. So you have that extra negate in hand. And then you trigger its effects to another Diviner and another Orange Light. So good, you have to play. It's also level 1, so you can make a rank 1 with it. And then just detach it or whatever, and then you get the search as well, which is really, really nice. And then we play the 3 Preparation of Rites. This gets us into our Herald of Perfection and our Dawn of the Herald. Dawn of the Herald contribute a level 6 monster to summon the Herald of Perfection, which, let's say Ben 10 for example. Then you set up Ben 10 to Chain Link 1, Dawn of Herald to Chain Link 2 in Graveyard, banishing the Dawn to add the Ben 10 back, and then Ben 10 gets you a search, essentially giving you 2 negates just off of the 1 Ritual Summon, which is really, really good and gets your plays just spiraling from there. And then we play the 3 prep again, just to get to our Ben 10, our Natasha, Iden, Perfection, really whatever we need, and get our Medionis and or Dawn if it ever comes up from our graveyard to our hands. Although most of the time Dawn's going to be banished, so you're never really going to be returning, recycling it off of this. Then we play the extra Foolish Burials, send a monster from your extra deck to grave, which is usually going to be your Herald of the Arclight. Although you can send Elder and Tis as well, which just basically becomes pay 4,000 pop a card at that point. But this basically just says pay 4,000 life points, search a ritual card. This is basically more copies of whatever ritual monster you need and or ritual spell you need. It's really, really nice. The life point cost never actually really came up in the case tournament. It's never come up from my play that I remember. And then we have the one Dawn of the Herald. As I said, you contribute monsters who levels equal 6, and then just add the monster back, which is really, really nice. And then Medionis, the main ritual spell, just being able to recycle, summon, and keep summoning is really, really nice. There's not really any reason not to play this. You could play 2, but 1 is really enough, because once you see the 1, you just keep spiraling off of the 1 copy. Then I was only on 2 Nova. I'm only playing 8 main Drytron names. Playing 2 Nova is just 3 bricks. I can't really explain why I chose to play 2. It just seems like I was opening them in multiples way too much. But playing 2, I feel like, is a sweet number if you are playing a Pot of Prosperity. This way you're not bricking and you're not excavating multiple copies of this. Same with the Cyber Emergency, our next card. It's good to have in your hand and get another Drytron name. You don't want to open multiples of these. And it does basically the same thing as the Nova. So opening Nova and this is really, really good, but you don't want to open both. I can't really explain my reasoning for this, but it just works. And then we have the one Foolish Burial. This is just another name for any Drytron, and you can even send Ava off of this, or a Ritual Monster, depending on what you're missing. Then we are playing the 3 Pot of Prosperity. Banish extra deck, Excavate 6. This came up so much. Although it seemed like every time I activated it, I excavated 2 more Pot of Prosperity for some reason. I think there was only 2 times the whole case tournament where I did not excavate the other 2 copies of Prosperity. It was just so good getting me in that missing combo piece that I needed. Then we are playing the double talents, just being able to draw 2, look at our opponent's hand, and or just take control of their monster is so nice. The one instant fusion, basically just summon Millennium Eyes if we don't get rolled or Cycle Reader. Millennium Eyes is also level 1, so you can make your rank 1 plays with it. Also for the same reason we do play the one called By the Grave. For extra deck, we do play the one Millennium Eyes as stated. Level 1, basically an extra copy of Called by the Grave. 1 Entis for the Diviner and the extra Foolish Burial. 2 Arclight for that same reason, searches our monsters. 1 Assembled Nightingale for the Zeus package. 1 Promenade Thrush. This is a back row removal, so if they flip a card you don't like IO, you can just summon this off of your Drytron, detach a material, and shuffle the IO or whatever back into the deck. It's really, really nice. And then you have the 1 Ensemble, not Nightingale, Robin. This is the compulsory on legs. It's not once per turn, or even once per chain. Basically, if you can end on Herald of Perfection and Mist, you're probably not losing that game. And then we have the 2 Fafnir for our combo plays, being able to send a Drytron, just detach the ritual summons is so nice. 1 Beatrice for the combo plays. 1 Jinzo. I love this card. I'm not cutting this card. It comes up a lot. Being able to take their monster, link with it, and then make a Zeus as well is just so good. And I love this card. It comes up so much going second. And then the 1 Zeus as well, just being able to wipe our opponent's board. The links, we do play the 1 Link Kuriboh just because it is a combo piece with certain lines. We do play the 1 Nightmare Phoenix to be able to pop more back row. Same as Jinzo and the Promenade Thrush. And then we play the 1 Apo for even more negates. On to the side deck, we do play the 3 Nibiru. Side this in against combo. I've never really sided this in, to be honest with you. And I don't think I ever resolved it. 3 Volcanic Queen, I sided this in quite a bit. I dropped this on several Dragoons from the case tournament, and it just worked out so nice. 3 Drone Lockbird, I never really had to side this in. I never really had a matchup where this card came up, but I feel like it is necessary against Flunderies and other Drytron players because it just kind of ends their turn. And the 1 Lancey, it's a searchable hand trap, so why not play it? It's so good against things like you can stop Flunder for a little bit, stun PK out for a turn, and why not? 3 Twin Twisters, it's super good. If you just discard a Drytron main, you're just going to activate it, great, as long as you have another one in hand, so it's just super good. And then 2 Dark Ruler, no more, just going second side this in, negate their board, and then you combo off. So, that's the deck profile. Things I would change, I kind of want to try to fit a Dragoon package in here. We did a second tourney when we got back to our hometown 2-box tournament, and just getting rolled and cycle readered out of the game was not fun, so probably going to try to find a way to fit a Zeus package in here. Might cut the Thrush, and I don't know, maybe Jinzo. Something that just fits that in here as well. So that's the deck profile. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.